Locations and compositions. To find a perfect spot to see or photograph the northern lights, I use Google Maps and Darkside Finder. With those, I can figure out good places. And then of course I have to go and see if the place is good or not. Also, there are good groups in Facebook, for example, where I can get tips from other photographers. But it is fun that you can discover great places wherever you are. For example, if you go to a cottage or different cities, you can check places there also. Just don't forget your camera at home. You should not go in places that are dangerous, like on the ice of some unknown lake or too difficult paths in hills. It is also a good option to go and search the places during daylight to avoid any unwanted surprises. But spotting the northern lights is not a dangerous hobby if you know what you are doing. Just be safe and careful, like you have to be in the wilderness in general also. For the compositions, be creative. I think in shooting northern lights, the basic rules of photography can be used. For my opinion, the best photos are not the ones that have only northern lights. The best ones have something interesting in the foreground, in the middle, and in the back. For example, there can be rocks, water streams, trees, snow shapes, old barn, waterfall, car, people, Icelandic horse, reflections from still water or ice, or a reindeer in the foreground. Or Santa Claus and unicorns. Whatever you can think of, or whatever you see in the location. This way, there is more information in the picture. Also, it gives a great perspective to how big the lights are if there is something else in the picture as well. You should think forehand the composition the way that there is a room for the expected northern lights. Even though the moment the northern lights appear, you may have to adjust the composition. It is also possible to light paint your frame. So basically, just point the light gently in places you wish to have more brightness. Not necessarily straight, but near the direction, so the light won't be too hard or unnatural. For example, I tried to paint this old building since it was super dark. And this boat too. It is also nice to try silhouettes of people in the picture, or you can use lights that exist and make shadows. When taking a face shots or portraits of people with northern lights, the best way is to focus on the face and the northern lights are blurred in the background. Maybe some extra light would be good if it's possible to have. When facing away from the camera, it can be okay to focus far to the distance. Any subject would need to stay very still during the shot. Otherwise, there will be shaken-looking results. But in general, just be creative.